Now, if you want to do a serious one, then you have to come to my home, and that will cost you a little donation. And we'll think about that and talk about that when I see you.
All right.
But de-stress and what is it? Post-traumatic stress. Do not think that you're not involved in this, because it's something that will unlayer itself in form of anger, in form of sadness, in forms of just having overwhelming sadness. Something's going and diseases because we talked about that last week too.
When you harbor that stuff.
Yes.
So if you need some help, we are all coaches. That's what we do, and your secret is safe with us. That I'll tell my story because it's me, but I'll never tell yours.
It's for you to release it. That's what we want to help you with. But go ahead. When I did the walk with suicide awareness and prevention, there were so many families out there doing the walk with us, and they had loved ones that had been successful in committing suicide. But they had learned that they had missed, some of them shared, that they had missed the signs. The signs of, because if someone wants to commit suicide, they're going to do it. They're not going to call you. Most of the time, they're not going to call you, or they're not going to show you marks that they've made on themselves. But those are signs that we need to be aware of. If someone starts pulling in and being to themselves all of a sudden, or if they're not communicating with their families, tap into them. Make sure that they're okay, and just talk to them and share with them something uplifting. But during that walk, it was awesome because there were children there that had lost parents, but how the rest of the family had come in around them to help. And these weren't all vets. A lot of them were, but they were not all vets. I spoke to one young lady, and her dad was Air Force. Her dad had been in the service, and through all the pressure that had been put upon him to stick to these standards, or to meet these standards that he was supposed to meet, and being pulled away from his family and being overseas. And then when he came home, whipping his children up like they were his, not whipping physically, but getting them in gear like they were still his troops. He was Air Force. I don't know what they call him in the Air Force, but, just commanding them and giving them orders. But he failed to show them love. Because he still treated them like they were his subordinates, and she was angry for a long time at her dad because of what he did. She didn't know what had happened to him or what he was going through. She was just angry at him because he pulled out. He left them, and she carried that for over 20 years. That is a scar.
Yes.
That is a scar for over 20 years.
And most people don't realize why they can't have good relationships. It's based upon the fact of the relationships that you've had in the past, how you've grown up.
Yes.
How you feel and honor yourself, being able to have a word about what you will do, and boundaries. A lot of people don't really understand that. And our culture have a lot of issues that we have never ever had conversations about.
Yes.
We've never even addressed because we've never had conversations about it. I remember when I was going through coaching, one of the things that was always asked, when was the first time you felt like that? Okay, so I'm angry about something. When was the first time I ever felt like that? It wasn't today.
Yeah, it gave you something to think about,
right.
didn't it? Yes.
So a lot of times we just don't know how to work our way through. And a lot of black folks, people of color, minorities, probably also everybody probably feels the same way. I'm not going to be racist or sexist or any of that.
Be subjective.
Subjective. Yes. We just have to want to get better and and are open and willing for somebody else to guide us through.
Yes.
Because we don't know the questions to ask ourselves to get over whatever we're getting over. So it's 2017, it's about to come in, and if you're feeling depressed, deprived, angry, upset, want to fuss, want to beat up somebody, want to talk about all the past stuff, you need some help. You need somebody else to help you get through this, to get better on the other side of happiness and joy.
Yes.
Not even happiness. Joy is what you're looking for.
Yes.
I think. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's joy, peace.
I had help. When I was at the point of depression, before I knew about oils and herbs and all that, I went to a psych.
Yes.
That brought up some stuff. After I went to a psych, I went to a spiritual coach. Mentors. I got folks that can spiritually take me through.
Yeah.
People that I consider my friends, but I've also had them as coaches and mentors. And we need that. And a lot of times, we're too afraid to tell somebody how we really feeling. And you think that nobody says it.
Because in that uniform, you're supposed to be that lean, mean fighting machine. And guess what you don't want to do? You don't want to go to no shrink and tell nobody what you're really dealing with. Those are things that you push down deep inside because you feel as though you have to uphold this image.
Yep. And the image is going to kill you.
Yes, it can.
So,
it can.
Would you rather be locked up in a box or tell somebody some secrets to get them off your chest? And if you don't want to tell somebody, write them down. Tell the truth about yourself on a piece of paper. Put it in black and white. But I still suggest that you find someone to confide in.
Yes.
And my grandmother used to say, I remember what we used to say, she told my business.
Oh, yeah.
My grandma said, girl, you ain't got no business.
I remember that.
Your business.
Yeah.
You don't have there is nothing that you are going through that someone else has not experienced. Because the situation is, that's just the experience, but the truth feeling is the same.
Yeah.
The feeling is what you want to get over. So now, I don't know, I want to suggest something. We talked about oils. And we have a lot of oils. Tiffany and I are on.
We want to talk
on
about
the same
prosperity
thing
today. So you guys be thinking about
prosperity.
that word prosperity because I'm going to ask each of you.
Okay.
Prosperity, not only prosperity, we have to be loved, to be blessed. We have sacred for your home. These are all oils that have the lifting up spirit. You can have it in your house. You can put it in a diffuser. You can put it on your pillow. Lavender can be used the same way. When you start using, frankincense and sandalwood, there are so many oils that will lift you up so that you won't be in that form of depression. And you may not feel it or be aware of it, but the more you use them, the better you'll feel.
Yes.
So if you need something, Tiffany was going to tell us about the oil.
Yes, our oil for this week is prosperity. All right. And prosperity means so many things, but I'm going to read the book term and what the blend, because this is a blend of different oils. So prosperity is a blend that is thought to bring increased opportunity. These blends were historically thought to be more valuable than gold.
Yes.
Diffuse them, mist them, or wear to energize. And I just put a little on my finger just to wave in the air so we can all start feeling and smelling. But it consists of patchouli, orange, cinnamon, ginger, spruce, and nutmeg.
Ooh.
So that's the blend.
Ooh.
So,
I love those oils.
prosperity to me is total wellness.
It is.
But I'd like to ask each of you to share how prosperity, and especially using the oil, because I know a lot of times when we have meetings at somebody's house, that's what they choose to use. Tell us why you choose to have the aroma of prosperity when we come for our meetings.
Are you asking me?
Yes, we are. Because you haven't opened your mouth.
Okay.
Having technical difficulties.
Okay.
That's all you got.
Your turn. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Well, the reason why I like using the oils because I like the aroma. And then, like, when you have people coming to your home, you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
And the oils can basically give them a calmness or a peace. Like we had the healthy eating after Thanksgiving this weekend. And what I did, I mixed actually cinnamon and pomarosa.
Okay.
So, and it gave off that.
Oh, so you switched up on us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, but it does prosperity has cinnamon in it. But the thing about it, it gave off that Christmassy type of smell. But I mean, that's the natural. That's why I call my business Natural Wholeness, because I want to bring the wholeness to people's spirit.
All right. Well, thank you, ma'am, for sharing. Miss Rosa J., let me see how we can maneuver from this mic in your face.
Prosperity.
Right.
Prosperity, as you said, means a lot of things. It's actually health, wealth, family, love, relationships. Prosperity encompasses everything. You don't have to say financial prosperity. No. I just want to be prosperous, Lord.
Yes.
And so prosperity, the oils, all of the oils that are in them are open grounding oils. Patchouli is an amazing clearing oil. And so I use prosperity all the time. I put it on my wrist. And it makes me calm. It keeps me aware. I'm not going to say I'm not concerned about my life outside of the inside, but I pretty much stay inside grounded. And when I know that I'm not, I catch myself. Or I have people like
Good for you.
Charlene that catches me. Or, I got good team members. So when I want to act crazy, I know how to act crazy too. And I can feel it. But the oils, actually, the smell of them, open up my awareness of how I'm happy. And so prosperity is a good thing. I do. I was telling, I need some peppermint. I left it at home. Peppermint, but I do have some fennel. My nostrils are inflamed due to the fact that I ate gluten this weekend for Thanksgiving, and I am suffering. I am basically have been gluten-free for a while, but I'm telling you, my family cooks pies that will just, you want to die for, and so I have been eating desserts.
I was going to say, you basically did what?
Oh, I pigged out. I love them. My daughter made everything. No, actually, I just need to clear this up. So I'm detoxing. I'm detoxing.
All right.
So I am detoxing, and that's the basic. And it's going to take me about a week to detox completely. But that's all right.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
We
I
want to
enjoy
hear
those
from Miss
desserts.
Jackie also. I know she may not have experienced the oil, but just the word.
Okay,
Just
well,
the word.
I definitely thank you for that question because I was sitting here contemplating what my answer would be, and
Right.
for me, prosperity simply means
I don't know if it's on mark or not. Okay.
prosperity simply means growth, and it means to continue to have like upward mobility, be it in financially or with your education or with your monetary expectations or just in life in general. It just means continued growth to me. So
And that's why I go back to total wellness, because to me, wellness is not just your health, your wealth, but your mental state as well. So your physical and mental state, just the total package.
yes.
Because we always say you cannot be happy with your wealth if your health is in jeopardy.
Yes.
You just can't.
Yes, you can.
So,
And then what good is it?